No, she's busy. She's busy, Moser. She's busy. You're busy. What you doing? Yummy jummels. Alright. Are we going to be quiet about it? Baby? No. Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Cassie, and I am going to be participating in Every Romantasy Challenge that Covers with Cassidy created. A little spreadsheet here that she created. This is going to be going on, I believe, through the months of June, July, and August. So it's not like I have to read all of these within like 1 month. It's over a span of 3 months, so I can read other things, not just the books that are for this challenge, which is good because I'm also participating in something else in June, which you'll hear about later. So for anybody who would like to participate in this challenge, I think it's open to everyone. I will leave her video linked at the end of this video, so you can just click on it and watch it if you like. I'll also see if I can't link her in my description as well, so you can go to her YouTube page, Covers with Cassidy, and she's going to explain the rules to this so much better than me. I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to kind of just let you know what books I'm reading for number 1 on this sheet. Read 1 book for each trope, and there are 8, so that's 8 books, and that's kind of what I'm going to cover in this video. I might touch a little bit on 2 and 3, but mostly it's going to be about read 1 book for each trope. So the first trope is reluctant allies. And for this one, after thinking about it a good bit, which I've thought about it, all these books for about 2 or 3 weeks, and I've just been kind of sitting on them thinking about it. But the book that I chose for this one is Heavenly Bodies by Imani Iriyu. I'm not sure if that's actually how you say the name, and I'm so sorry if I butchered it. But that is the book I'm going to be reading for Reluctant Allies. And it says, I defy the stars. In a world where no entities exist but the stars, cruel and merciless gods that watch over the world, Alara has been cursed by fate. A prophecy that promises she will fall for her star and it will kill them both. But when one descends to wreak havoc on Alara's kingdom, she is forced to flee into the arms of her enemy in the neighboring country. As she learns more about her magic and the depth of the star's deceit, she also finds herself learning more about the country she is forced to take refuge in, and the enemy prince forced to train her into a weapon. Something dark brews within her, a power made of night and shadows that begs to be broken free. So, that's book number 1. Book number 2 is, or trope number 2, book number 2, is Fated Mates. And I've chosen Spark of the Everflame by Penn Cole. And I'll read you the synopsis for this one. When old secrets catch fire, everything will burn. In a mortal world colonized by the gods and ruled over by the Descended, their cruel offspring, Diem Bellator yearns to escape the insular life of her poor village. Her mother's sudden disappearance and the discovery of a dangerous secret about her past offer Diem an unexpected opportunity to enter the dark world of descended royalty and unlock the web of mysteries her mother left behind. With the dying king's handsome, mysterious heir watching her every move, and a ruthless mortal alliance recruiting her to join the growing civil war, Diem will have to navigate the unwritten rules of love, power, and politics in order to save her family and all of mortal kind. Yeah, sounds good, right? It sounds good. I've heard good things. So the third trope is 2+ love interests. Which is not usually my interest, but we're gonna try. The Curse of Saints by Kate Dramas. This is not the cover that I have. The cover I have is like white. I mean, if you know, you know. But synopsis. Has she been sent to save the realm or destroy it? As spy master to the queen, Aya's blood oath ensures she protects those she fights alongside, including Will, the queen's enforcer and Aya's bitter rival. When rumors of dark magic rise in a nearby kingdom, both are sent to investigate. But when Aya's powers act beyond her god's given affinity, she risks being turned into a weapon in a war she doesn't know how to win. And when her relationship with Will unexpectedly shifts, neither knows the danger that will follow. I'm assuming, because, you know, other people on the Discord put this as an option, that this is a 2+ love interest, so I'm going with it, and it sounds interesting, so we're gonna give it a try. Now this one, I'm really looking forward to, because if you saw my Escape the Readathon reading vlog, week 2, I read A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle L. Jensen, and I absolutely loved it. And so I want to get to her other series. Well, this prompt allows me to do that. And this trope is arranged marriage. And so I will be reading The Bridge Kingdom by Danielle L. Jensen. So let there be excitement from that. I have high hopes. The synopsis. Don't do it, Dean. If she wants to play with Froggy, let her play with Froggy. It's her toy too. It's not just yours. Anyway. Synopsis. A warrior princess trained in isolation, Laura is driven by 2 certainties. The first is that King Aaron of the Bridge Kingdom is her enemy, and the second is that she'll be the one to bring him to his knees. The only route through a storm-ravaged world, the Bridge Kingdom enriches itself and deprives its rivals, including Laura's homeland. So when she's sent as a bride under the guise of peace, Laura is prepared to do whatever it takes to fracture its impenetrable defenses and the defenses of its king. Yet as she infiltrates her new home and gains a deeper understanding of the war to possess the bridge, Laura begins to question whether she's the hero or the villain. As her feelings for Aaron transform from frosty hostility to fierce passion, Laura must choose which kingdom she'll save and which kingdom she'll destroy. I'm looking forward to this. Okay, so trope number 5 is bodyguard. And I was thinking of Blood and Ashes, but then I was like, I don't want to possibly start that and then love it and then want to read like the series right now, because I have so many other series that I have already started, some that I'm starting with these, and so I'm just kind of, I don't know, that seems like a very involved series, as in like you have the series itself, then you have the prequel series that's also coming out as it goes, and I don't know, I'm just not feeling it for this. So instead I chose something that some of the other people on Discord were choosing, and that's the Claw and the Crown by Sarah M. Craddock. Which I'd never heard of it before, so it's interesting. Oh wow, this is a really long synopsis. Anyway. Freedom is her desire, vengeance is his price. Slip into this scintillating tale of a young royal whose loyalty is torn between the prince she was sold to and the tempestuous knight determined to ruin her. Emerald is unfit to be a princess. Everyone has always told her so. So when the king stuns everyone by crowning her the prince consort, her life is completely upended, crushing any lingering dreams of a future away from the suffocating Rhyggian court. Still reeling from the news, she meets Drazhan, the formidable mercurial knight who wins the right to be her personal guard. But when he defiantly refuses any show of respect, a dangerous spark ignites between them, one she doesn't know how to extinguish. Worse, she's not sure she wants to. The dark night's licentious midnight whispers linger over her, commands she feels inexplicably called to obey. His dangerous promises spread their tendrils over her desperate failed attempts to embrace life with the prince, her childhood best friend. They take her apart and put her back together piece by agonizing piece, yet she can't shake the sense Drazhan is hiding something important. He refuses to explain why he surrendered a life of privilege to become her guard. The roaring vengeance burning in his heart, scorching him from the inside out, is a painful mystery Emerald can't solve, but she will. Because Drazhan's revenge doesn't just start with Emerald, it ends with her. Misha, don't kill Froggy! Give me that look. Don't kill Froggy! So, that is the Claw and the Crown. And it looks like it's part of, like, maybe they're like standalone. It's a standalone series, like multiple books are in the series, and this is book 5, and it looks like there's 6, and then possibly like 3 others that they don't say. I mean, they say that they're part of the Book of All Things, but they don't have like a number 1, number 2, or anything next to them. So, not really sure what's going on there. But, I'm just going to read this one, number 5, and hope that I don't need to read them in any particular order. Now that I've just noticed that. We'll see. So, the next trope is enemies to lovers. And the book that I have chosen for this one is Flame and Sparrow by S.M. Gaither. And the synopsis for this one. On the eve of her 20th birthday, Ceres woke to the sight of a divine creature dying outside her home. 2 weeks later, her sister disappeared, leaving nothing but a trail of blood in her wake. Convinced the gods were responsible for the disappearance, Ceres has spent the past 5 years plotting her revenge with the help of a cutthroat band of like-minded elven rebels. So when Draven, one of her world's most powerful deities, descends upon her kingdom in search of humans worthy of serving him, Ceres knows what she must do. Earning a place at the god's side will allow her to find out what truly happened to her sister and then destroy the gods from the inside out for what they did. Thrown into the dazzling but deadly world of divine courts, she must navigate complicated politics, strange magic, and dangerous trials to prove herself worthy of standing amongst the gods. Among the most dangerous of these trials is Draven himself. Ceres knows better than to trust the enigmatic god of fire. The flames of passion that stir between them are only divine trickery, and yet the more she learns about him, the hotter the forbidden sparks burn. The more she begins to question all she thought she knew about the world of gods, immortals, and everything in between. And the more she risks betraying her own secrets, which may be the most dangerous thing of all. So, I've heard good things about this. And it's only a duology, so it's only 2 books. Not like 10 or something like that. Hint, hint to my other trope of the bodyguard. Alright, the next trope is Forbidden Love. And for that, I'm going to be reading Blood Mercy by Bella Roth, which I've been wanting to read for a while, but it's kind of intimidating. It's kind of long. It's 767 pages according to Goodreads, and it's not a standalone. It is a series, and I do believe that the rest of the books in the series are just as long as this one. I don't know how many there are. Let's see. 8. There are 8. There are 8 books in the series, so that might hurt later. That might hurt a little bit. But we're gonna try. We're gonna see if we like the first one first. One human, one immortal. Will their alliance save the kingdom, or will their forbidden love be a death sentence? When Cassia seeks out a Hesperin, he could end her mortal life in a heartbeat, but she has no fear of his magic or his fangs. She knows the real monster is the human king, her father. If he finds out she's bargaining with his enemy, he'll send her to the executioner. As a Hesperin diplomat, Leo must negotiate with mortals who hate him. Cassia is different, but politics aren't why she captivates the gentle immortal. He wants more than her blood, and if he can't resist the temptation, he'll provoke the war he's trying to prevent. So, yeah, we're gonna try it. See how it turns out. Hopefully, it turns out well. For prompt or trope 8, it's Friends to Lovers. And The Lord of Stariel by A.J. Lancaster was recommended to me because I was having some issues with finding a Friends to Lovers romantasy. This is The Lord of Stariel is dead. Long live the Lord of Stariel, whoever that is. Everyone knows who the magical estate will choose for its next ruler. Or do they? Will it be the Lord's eldest son, who he despised? His favorite nephew with the strongest magical land sense? His scandalous daughter, who ran away from home years ago to study illusion? Hedda knows it won't be her, and she's glad of it. Returning home from her father's funeral, all Hedda has to do is survive the family drama and avoid entanglements with irritatingly attractive local men until choosing. Then she can leave. But whoever Stariel chooses will have bigger problems than eccentric relatives to deal with. Winged, beautiful, deadly problems. For the first time in centuries, the Fae are returning to the mortal realm, and only the Lord of Asterial can help keep the estate safe. So, sounds interesting. Hopefully it is interesting. Hopefully I like it. So, to kind of touch on the second and third points of this challenge, the goals, unlocking tropes, basically one of these says on Kindle Unlimited, the first one on number 2. So then as long as I read one of those 8 books on Kindle Unlimited, it fits that trope or that goal under number 2. But the thing is, I can only do 1 book for each one of these unlocking tropes under number 2. So whether that ends up being the 8 books that I picked, if they fit in any of these second ones, then that's where they'll be put. If they don't, then I might have to choose another book to fit under those other goals under number 2. And number 3, as they come up, you kind of check them off. So if I'm reading a book and it's got on the run, or I want to be like, I think you can use multiple books, or not multiple books, but the same book for multiple microtropes, or you can do it the hard way and just do 1 book, 1 microtrope. So if I have a book that has 3, I think I can use it for 3 different ones, but if I just want to make everything difficult on myself, then it would just be 1 for each of them. And of course there's some bonus challenges, which is kind of, does your book have vampires or fae, witches, dragons, pirates, Vikings? Which unfortunately I think I read the only Viking book that I have that's a romantasy last week. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find another Vikings romantasy. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that, but they're bonus challenges, so I don't have to do them. I just have to do the 1, 2, and 3. So that's kind of what I'm gonna be working on in June, July, and August. I'm going to be trying to knock out this what is it called again? Every Romantasy Challenge. And we'll see how it goes, because I know there is one thing at least that I'm participating in June, which I will fill you in on a little closer to June. But until then, like and subscribe if you would like to, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much, Dean. I appreciate that. You just have to go this way, not that way. Anyway, bye.